Who stayed up late to watch the game last night? A 9 o'clock kickoff our time. It didn't end until 12:50, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. If you didn't stay up, you missed an exciting finish. Luckily, Julia Lopez is here to show us what happened last night.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, the game didn't disappoint. Fresno State entered as a 2.5-point underdog, and the game was decided by just 3 points. To Aloha Stadium we go for the 52nd meeting between these two rivals. The Bulldogs looking for their 6th straight win on the island. The Dogs are going to force a punt on Hawaii's first possession and then get tricky on their opening series. Jalen Cropper, remember, who used to play quarterback at Sanger, up top to Zane Pope. Perfect throw and catch, 36-yard touchdown. It's 7-0 Bulldogs, and Jalen's mom and cousin in the stands, they are absolutely loving it. On Fresno State's next possession, Cesar Silva is in from 35 yards out, but he misses it wide right, so it stays 7-0 Bulldogs. Second quarter now, Hawaii's offense starts to find a rhythm, kind of like those kids, going 82 yards in 9 plays, culminating with this Cole McDonald bruising 6-yard touchdown run at 7-7. Other than that, the Dogs did do a good job of containing McDonald and his scrambling capabilities. And then a short time later, though, some bad news for the Dogs. Junior center Matt Smith, one of the true leaders on this team, goes down with a broken leg, forcing redshirt freshman Tyrone Sampson Jr. into the game. Rainbow Warriors with the ball on the 1st and goal. McDonald trying to run the option to Hawley. Looks like a fumble that Fresno State recovers, but the refs rule it a forward pass. So it's an incompletion. As we slow it down for you, hard to tell if it went backwards or not. First of several reviews that wouldn't go the Bulldogs' way. Next play, Hawley gets in for the 1-yard score. He averaged 12 yards a carry on the night. Bo's up 14-7. They'd kick a 50-yard field goal to go up 10, but the Bulldogs would stop the bleeding with this nice play.
Cropper comes in motion, right to left. Give it to him on the end around. He has the first down, breaks the tackle. He's got more to the 40, 30, 25, 20, left sideline to the 10, 5, and in for 6.
Okay.
Jalen Cropper, 53 yards and a sprint of a touchdown for Fresno State.
Yeah, that fly sweep has worked well this year. The Dogs pull within 3, 17-14, but we know that Hawaiian offense can be explosive. It's McDonald to a wide open JoJo Ward after getting shut out in the first quarter. Hawaii scores 24 points in the second. That made it 24-14. Fresno State trying to get a little closer before the break. Silva misses again, this time from 56 yards out. Dogs go to the locker room down 10. But the Dogs came out with some energy in the second half. Jorge Reyna is going to be using his feet right here, something he did well all night. It's a 17-yard gain and a first down. And then a couple plays later, Ronnie Rivers weaving his way through the Hawaii defense, breaking into the clear and beating everybody into the end zone. A 4-play, 67-yard drive, and just like that, it's 24-21. Somebody has to wake this guy up. He is missing such a great football game. All right, big play here on 3rd and 14. Reyna finds the freshman receiver Cropper. He takes a shot but hangs on for 17 yards and the first down. Later in the drive on 3rd and goal, Reyna misses an opportunity, a little low and off target to an open Pope in the back of the end zone. So the Dogs settle for a 22-yard field goal from Silva. This time it is good, and we're tied at 24 with 4:19 left in the third quarter. Later on, it's Reyna showing off his cannon, a beautiful delivery to Cropper, a 48-yard strike, and they're on Hawaii's 14. Cropper had 3 catches for 62 yards. And here's that jet sweep once again. This time it's to Rivers, easy touchdown. He had over 100 yards for a second straight game. Dogs on top 31-24. Fresno State's defense only had 1 turnover on the night, and it was a spectacular diving interception from true freshman Evan Williams, making his first career start. And that sets up this. Well, first we got to see the fans that made the trip. I love that. Reyna dropping a dime to senior tight end Jared Rice. This is his 3rd touchdown of the year. Make it 24 unanswered points for the Dogs, and they go up 38-24. Hawaii is going to put in their backup QB for McDonald. Chevin Cordero, the redshirt freshman, to Nick Marner. He's got some arm strength right there, 50 yards, a little push off right there, but it's inside the 10. Miles Reed is going to finish it off with a 3-yard touchdown, and it's suddenly 38-31 with a little over 2 minutes to go, and then this happens.
Jamal Glaspie and Patrick Alima June back deep just in case. The kick goes to the left, takes a bounce, bounces off the Dogs, and the Bows have it. Fresno State blew the opportunity. Mosby was right there. It went off his gloves, and Hawaii has recovered an onside kick. with 2:12 remaining. The Rainbow Warriors have the ball down by 7.
Yeah, Fresno State watching their lead just slip away. Cordero would cash in for the 10-yard touchdown. Hawai'i's second TD in just over a minute. They'd get the PAT, and we are tied at 38. There was still a little over a minute left on the clock. The Dogs have one last chance in regulation to break the tie, starting on their own 25. Reyna picks up a couple of big first downs with his legs. He had 96 rushing yards, and then a few plays later, 10 seconds left, 3rd and 10, Dogs call a run. Rivers with a critical 13-yard gain, and with 6 seconds left on the clock, enters Cesar Silva.
Snap good, hold down, kick on its way, plenty of leg. The kick is good. Time has expired, and the Fresno State Bulldogs have defeated the Rainbow Warriors 41-38.
Hey, Grubber!
Yeah, Paul Leffler on the call, and Pat Hill also bringing that excitement. Silva, the junior transfer from College of San Mateo, plays hero. And if you were a trooper and stayed up to watch that amazing finish, it ended just before 1 o'clock. Bulldogs win 41-38. Jorge Reyna was 17 of 27 for 188 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for 96, which was a career high. Ronnie Rivers ran for more than 100 yards for the second game in a row. First time in his career he's had back-to-back 100-yard rushing games. Rivers also found the end zone twice. And if you add up Jalen Cropper's numbers, he had 159 total yards with 2 touchdowns.
It's been a little bit of an up and down season for you. How good does it feel to hit a game winner like that?
It feels great, man. I've been dreaming of this ever since I've been a kicker, to be honest with you. So it feels really good.
Take me through the kick. What you were thinking, and did you make good contact, and it was good?
Yeah, as soon as I kicked it, I knew it was good. And the only thing that was in my mind was make sure I have a good first step, and then just attack the ball, and it should go up through the uprights, to be honest with you.
It feels great that we all came together. Despite our adversity throughout the season, it prepared us for the adversity that came today. We came together, we gelled, and we dedicated our win for Matt Smith.
Coming off a loss last week, we went to practice every day and we just competed. We competed our butts off. So every day in practice, we had the mindset of coming into Hawaii and getting the dub, and that's what we did. We worked hard all 4 quarters, and we came out with the results we looked for.
Yeah, it feels great to come on the road and play a really good Hawaii team and find a way to win. Down the stretch, it was nerve-wracking for sure, and it's a good football team and a close, hard-fought game. To be able to come back in the second half, and then it turned back around, and then to be able to win it at the end. I'm really proud of Cesar for putting it through the uprights.
What a roller coaster. I thought at halftime Fresno State was going to lose. Then when the Bulldogs were up 38-24, I thought this game's in the bag. What were your impressions just watching that game?
Cesar Silva. That's the only name that comes in my mind, just how he was able to grow within that game and be able to come back and hit that game winner. I think that really just showed so much confidence, and it was incredible to see that.
So he misses 2 field goals early, comes back, nails the game winner. Obviously, he's got confidence right now. What's your confidence level, Julia, in the Bulldogs? Utah State is next, and then San Diego State, Nevada, San Jose State to end the regular season. How do you think Fresno State's going to do the rest of the way?
Well, I think this is just a game-changing game, or a season-changing game, I should say, rather. But yeah, I think this win was huge, and it can absolutely catapult them into the end of the Mountain West play.
We'll find out. Thanks, Julia. Our Scott Bemis was there last night, / early this morning. Let's go back to the islands for some analysis. We call this Inside the Game, brought to you by Sierra Pacific Orthopedics. Scott Bemis standing by with Jackson Moore.
All right, to break this thing down even further, joined now by Jackson Moore of barkboard.com. And Jackson, this was a wild one. Your impressions on how this thing played out?
Well, Fresno State played great in the first and third quarters. The second quarter kind of crumbled on them, and then the very end, just when it looked like the Bulldogs had gotten their momentum, they were going to be able to get out of here with the comfortable win, all of a sudden pours it on at the very end, and that was a game that started to give me flashbacks of Minnesota, where the Bulldogs seemed like they had it locked up. They were one stop away, and all of a sudden the Gophers are the team leaving Bulldog Stadium with the win. So this was a good one for them to overcome that adversity, prove they can get it done at the last minute, particularly on offense. I know the defense is the one that gave up the 14 points, but the offense did something that they haven't really done all season by leading that game-winning drive kicking the field goal from Cesar Silva and winning the game right there.
We heard Evan Williams, the freshman defensive back, describe in the postgame that he was considering this game really a must-win. And I think the red wave was coaches never want to go down that path, but this was a must-win if the Bulldogs want to have any chance of, winning the Mountain West Conference and winning the West Division. So they felt that sense of urgency tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was huge. And I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to put that together after last week's loss. The way that it felt like the team kind of crumbled there against Colorado State at the end. 3-4, a lot going against them. And then here, it looked like they had the game under wraps, and then all of a sudden it's down to the wire again. So it was a must-win, and the team proved that they could put it together when they really needed to, and that's something that we just quite hadn't seen yet this season, and that should probably give them confidence going forward. I'm sure they're probably going to get into a situation like this, not exactly like this, but something close down the road.
Hawai'i came in with the best offense in the Mountain West, but as you mentioned, that defense did a good job at least containing the Rainbow Warriors for big stretches during this game. And in the second half, things really changed. Of course, the Bulldogs trailed by 10 at halftime, but really dominated the third quarter to take control of this game. From your perspective, what changed in the second half?
The Bulldogs had some breakdowns in the second quarter, but they started off the game pretty well. They got the Rainbow Warriors off the field. There were some penalties and things that kind of aided them, but UH really didn't have much going in the first quarter, and then the third quarter you could see, the Cole McDonald's really close to coming off the field and having Chevin Cordero. It was looking like one of those games for Hawai'i, and then that's kind of when things shifted back into what we saw in the second quarter, where UH's offense really took off again. They've done this several times with Cordero, where he's come in and saved the day, even though McDonald's such a great starter for them. And it was just kind of a thing of consistency, I think, for the Bulldogs. They had some breakdowns, but they were one stop away from getting out of here, only giving up 24 points, and that was pretty impressive by my count. And I didn't even think they were going to give up less than 38, which they did tonight. So, relatively a good performance by the defense overall.
The much maligned Jorge Reyna had, again, some ups and downs in this game, but what you can say about Jorge, again, he made the plays in the clutch when they needed to be made and led that final drive.
Yeah, and again, except for maybe Sac State, that's about as close as we can get to saying that he and the offense came through clutch this season. All 4 losses, there was a moment where he threw an interception in all 4 of those losses, and they weren't all necessarily the game stealers like the first 2, but this was kind of get over the hump, I think, for them. And there was a lot just because they hadn't been on the field for a while. UH had 2 possessions in a row. We've seen this Bulldog offense even in years past. When they get out of rhythm, it starts to crumble, and that didn't happen today. I was really surprised they led that drive.
Now next week they'll return home to face Utah State, a team with a good offense as well, an outstanding quarterback in Jordan Love. As you look forward with this Bulldog team, 4 conference games remaining now. They have 2 losses, 1 game back in the loss column of San Diego State, who was idle this week. What do you think this win does for Fresno State going forward?
I think the biggest thing is that Utah State, they came off a pretty bad loss to BYU today. They've had a pretty average season, and they have some weapons, kind of like what we were saying about Colorado State, a team that, if the Bulldogs are playing their A game, they should win that game, even though the Aggies were really good last season. I think at least this one, hopefully, will roll into the next week, and then you see what happens from there. They have a trip to San Diego State. That's going to be probably the toughest one left on the schedule. And going to San Jose State, the Boise State Broncos learned today that wasn't very easy. So there's going to be probably at least 3 tests. Nevada should be the easiest one down the road, and they just got to keep snowballing. They can't have a Colorado State type game where they lose all the momentum and it feels like a whole different team all over again.
Well, I can say this. If that Utah State game is half as entertaining as this Fresno State Hawai'i game here on Oahu, we are in store for a great one next week. All right, that's Jackson Moore of Barkboard.com breaking things down here on the Bulldog Insider.
Good stuff, guys. And you heard them talk about other teams in the Mountain West Conference. Here are the updated standings after yesterday's games. Starting in the Mountain Division, Boise State is still on top and still ranked 21st in both major polls. The Broncos won at San Jose State yesterday. Air Force beat Army yesterday to improve to 7-2 overall. Still 4-1 in conference. Wyoming was off. Utah State got blown out at home by BYU. Colorado State beat UNLV to get its 3rd conference win. New Mexico lost at Nevada to stay winless in conference. In the West Division, San Diego State had a bye, but the Aztecs moved up 1 spot in the AP poll, and they entered the coaches poll at 24 now in both. Fresno State moved ahead of Hawai'i after beating the Rainbow Warriors. Nevada's win over New Mexico has the Wolfpack in 4th place in the West Division. Then it's San Jose State in 5th place and UNLV in 6th.